Right, it's Stephen Mill here. I'm usually the one on the other side of the camera asking the questions, but we're interviewing Lee Ashcroft today, so obviously he scored what is now widely regarded as the greatest goal of all time against Ayr on Saturday. But what we're going to do, we're going to wind him up and not ask him about it at all, and see what his reaction is. Hopefully he's raging. Right, Lee, thanks for joining us. We'll start by talking about Saturday then, and first of all, from a team point of view, very important to get the 3 points, and to come from behind as well is even more pleasing.
Aye, 100%. Obviously our home form hasn't been good enough this year, and obviously it was Ayr coming here on a good run of form, so no, it was a great result for us. Obviously come from behind as well when it was hard. So no, a positive result and a good run of 4 games now, and hopefully we can keep that going on Saturday.
And yeah, that's you're saying, it's one result, it's looking to build. That's 4 games unbeaten now though, so we are putting a decent run of results together.
Aye, the games are coming thick and fast, so before you know it you can go on these runs. I say it's not going to be much harder on Saturday up at Tannadice. Obviously we know that over the years it's a tough place to go, so it's going to be hard to keep that run going, but I think after the last game here, I think we definitely owe them one. I think that's probably, we spoke ourselves, probably the one of our worst performances of the season. I don't think many games we've deserved to drop points in it, except for that one, to be honest. So no, it's definitely one we owe them, and obviously they're on a poor run just now, so hopefully we can go up there and start well and put a good run together.
Yeah, we'll get into the Dundee United game in just a second, but final word on Saturday, obviously Andy Ryan coming off the bench and scoring, it's great for him to get in amongst the goals.
Aye, definitely. I think he came on and changed the game for us. He brought a real freshness to us. As I think the gaffer mentioned, he's been training great the last 2 weeks. He said himself, maybe unfortunate not to start the game, but I say he came on absolutely flying and he turned the game round for us. Said himself, he maybe could have had one before he scored in his right. So no, he was absolutely brilliant for us and came on and won us the game. So that's hats off to him. I say he's been training great the last couple of weeks, so it's good to see him come on and get his reward for it.
Moving on to the game at the weekend then, Dundee United, and as you said, it was one of our poorer performances of the season, so we're looking to make amends on Saturday.
Aye, and I say look at they're obviously not on a great run of form just now. Obviously they've had a couple of away games. We know obviously they're good at home, so we need to go up there and obviously perform our best to get a good result. So I say obviously the gaffer will not be happy, and he knows that he'll be trying his best to put it right this weekend, so we know it's going to be a tough game, and I say if we can start well and put them under a bit of pressure early doors, and we know that we can get up there and cause them problems. So no, I say the place is positive for now. Training's been good, and obviously it's good being on that run of games because we've not done that in a while, so hopefully we can keep that going on Saturday.
We know that we can go up to Tannadice and win though. We did it last season, and you know, even though they're coming off the back of a poor result and there will be a reaction, you assume, we should be going up there with a bit of confidence. Aye,
100%. I think on our day we know that. I think throughout the season, I say we've maybe been unfortunate in some games, but we know on our day that we can go out there and challenge MD. And I say it's took us a while to kind of get a wee run going. So I say you look at the league how tight it is. If we get a win on Saturday, it could be massive for us, and we're up into the top 4 probably. So no, it's fine lines in the league. You look at the results every week. Everybody's beating everybody, and it's always different results. So I see if we can keep this wee run going, then it's massive for us. And then after a poor start, you see you pick up a couple of wins and you're right back into it.
And finally, we need to talk about the fact that Joe Thompson's coming back. I think today in the reserve match against Celtic, it's a big thing to have him back in the squad.
Aye, 100%. And he's been working hard behind the scenes. John and Kev have been great with him. I say it's never an easy thing to go through. I've never done it myself, so I don't know how hard it is. I just know through boys talking about it. But to be fair to him, he's done great. He's worked really hard behind the scenes and that, and it's good to see him back out, and I say getting some game time a day will be good for him. So hopefully he goes out there and is a bit confident in himself and gets back playing and back in amongst the boys.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. That is.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. That is.
Aye.
Sorted.
Yeah.
What's happening here? What's happening here?
What's going on here? What's going on here? Your face. What? When you thought I was going to talk about it.
Waiting on it, man. Just sitting waiting on it. I sit back down here. For God's sake, man. Every time I'm like, right, he's got to here. I'm waiting on it. Just try to react.
Right.
I was like, right, mention it now. You've done me a couple of times here, man. That's going to look pretty bad on me, that.
I was trying to hold him up.
And finally, I'm like, right, he's coming now.
Right, we'll come back in. Right, Lee, we will ask you about the goal, obviously. I'm just winding you up there. It's gone mental, it's all over the world in terms of you're getting tweets for South America and all the rest of it. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing it's the best goal you've ever scored.
Oh, 100%. I don't think I've scored even one better in training. So, no, I say it took me a while after the game to actually realise it had happened. At the time, I was just like, well, obviously, I think scoring a goal as a defender, it doesn't happen often. So even when you score, you say simple goals, and it's a weird feeling. But when that one hit the back of the net, I say at the time it took me a while to realise it actually happened, man.
And what were the rest of the boys saying when they were celebrating with you?
I seen a couple of pictures of Josh and that, just like that, bewildered, and I was a bit the same, to be honest. I didn't really know what to do with my celebration either, so I say it was one of the moments that just kind of flew by, and then after the game it took me a while until I get the video sent to me, actually seen it again, and I was like, wow, that was actually no bad goal.
How many times have you watched it since then?
Oh, a good few, I think. To be fair, I've been tagged in all sorts. You see that every day it seems to be something different, every day different. I've seen one behind the goal and that as well, so I say when you tag these things, it's nice to see, because I say I don't know if I'll ever do it again. So it's one of the ones you live in the moment and enjoy it. And I say it was probably one of the best strikes I've ever had. And
especially given that you'd scored an own goal earlier on in the game, to come back and score a goal like that must have been even more special.
Aye, I know. I say the own goal, I feel a bit sorry for Cam, because obviously he makes a great save, but I say it was just unfortunate that it was back off my face, and obviously they go for it, but not to make up in that fashion, and obviously for Chucky to go on and get the winner for us, it made it that bit more special, definitely.
And has the gaffer been saying anything to you as well?
Before I just spoke to him after the game, and obviously the boys again, he's like, I don't think I'll ever see you hit one like that again. I says, no, you're probably right, to be honest. So no, we're training today, and I was fearful of hitting a shot again. I don't want to hit another shot, I want to enjoy it now before I need to hit another one and put one in the stand. So no, absolutely delighted with it.